How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Spider. Hope you're having a great day, and in this video we're going to be breaking down JJDL Round 1 playoffs. We're going up against Pocket Monsters University, coached by Starfeesh. He's got a team of Dragapult, Kingambit, Keldeo, Dudunsparce, Swampert, Screamtail, Tornadus, Moltres, and Venomoth. His Terra captains are going to be Dudunsparce and Tornadus. I know how he loves that Dudunsparce. It's done really well for him. Honestly, just Terra, Poison, or Ghost, I think comes here. I have been seeing more Poison than Ghost. You're also just becoming weak to Espeon, so I'm not sure. I don't know. If Star does his research, he'll see that I bring Espeon a lot more than Hydreigon. Dragapult is a very cool Pokemon. It's one of my personal favorites. It's just very annoying because it can do several different things very well, just depending on, what my opponent decides to do with it. I don't expect it to bring Substitute because Sylveon does get Hyper Voice, which will just break through that. Screamtail's a great Wish Passer. It's just a nice little pivot that you can come into. You can stop things from encoring, or stop things from setting up with Encore. You can click Thunder Wave. You can do a few things. It gets a lot of good coverage moves as well. Keldeo could be a very potent setup sweeper. My answer is Tentacruel for the Keldeo, but if he starts going for Calm Minds, that's a bit of an issue. And honestly, Venomoth has a pretty decent matchup here. I believe it gets Shadow Ball, so it can hit Golden Ghost super effectively. It can Quiver Dance on something like a Sylveon and a Hydreigon, and potentially a Sneasler if I'm not Acrobatics, and even Gliscor, I mean, if it's got the right set, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if I saw Venomoth here. But I am definitely predicting the Dudunsparce, not as much Tornadus, but of course it could just come run Terra Flying and bust through things with Hurricane. Also, Kingambit is a big problem. I do have Psychic Terrain to stop Sucker Punch, and I'm hoping that dissuades Star from bringing like a late game sweep kind of Supreme Overlord Kingambit, because I'm not bringing Psychic Terrain, so there's a little spoilers there. I don't think Indeedee is very good against this team. I don't just want to bring it for that one thing, because Indeedee is just not that good, and if you bring it just for Psychic Terrain, it's kind of a wasted Pokemon, or at least in my experience. With all that being said, let's get right into the team. So first up, we got Red Rain, the Hisuian Electrode with Life Orb. Shout out Brian, he gave me this idea. I also just think it's great. Thunderbolt, Volt Switch, Giga Drain, and Foul Play. Basically hits a lot of his team super effectively, and what it doesn't, it's still able to chunk pretty well. Now, Foul Play is really nice because it hits Dragapult for super effective damage, and Dragapult's naturally strong. Now, as far as the EVs, we are 104 in HP, max special attack modest, and 152 in his speed. That allows us to hit a 374 speed stat, which will allow us to always outspeed a Dragapult speed creeping max speed Sneasler. So, in case that's a thing, that's what we got. We're also Aftermath because I feel like a lot of his Pokemon have, contact moves. Aftermath makes a little bit more sense because I'd rather get that damage off on Kingambit than a potential static. So, that damage on Kingambit could help us win the game. So, like I said, just a good offensive matchup, I think, for this Pokemon. Should be able to do something. Next up is Bright Roar, the Golden Go. This has been kind of my saving grace for the past 2 weeks, I guess. And the Air Balloon, well, let's go over the Air Balloon first. That's pretty much just for the Dudunsparce. If he runs like Roost, Glare, Body Slam or Boom Burst, and like Earth Power or Earthquake, I can just completely wall that thing, and you have to switch out. Obviously, it can Terrastalize, in which case I don't, need to worry about that. But I am not bringing Sneasler, so if he sees that, which he will, and he decides, okay, Terra Poison doesn't help me out at all here, he might just not Terra that and Terra the Tornadus instead, in which case I need to be able to actually hit the Dudunsparce with Make It Rain. So that's what that's for. We are max HP with 196 EVs into special attack with a modest nature and 64 into speed. This will hopefully allow us to outspeed the Moltres. If it's a speedy Moltres, then we won't, as well as a Venomoth. They're both base 90. I know Golden Go kind of has its counters in this matchup, but I figured I might as well just bring it. It's really good for Screamtail as well. I feel like the matchup doesn't help, but at the same time, he doesn't have the best Shadow Ball switches. Not many people do, outside of Dudunsparce, but Dudunsparce, if my Air Balloon's intact, can't hit me. He's got to make a switch into something, and hopefully, we can take one hit if we're at full health from Dragapult or Kingambit. I could run Focus Blast because that will hit the Dudunsparce and hit the Kingambit really hard, but I don't want to risk that 70% accuracy. I don't think it's worth it. Next up is Heartsbane, the Tentacruel with the Black Sludge. Kind of my Keldeo counter, like I alluded to before. The moves are Flip Turn, Toxic Spikes, Knock Off, and Rapid Spin. We're just fully specially defensive on this set. It's pretty nice for a Dragapult if it's a specially offensive set. Potentially Venomoth, even though I think Venomoth gets tinted lens, but still, it's pretty decent. And having a pivot there with flip turn is pretty nice. We are minus speed, so we'll be slower than Moltres and Venomoth unless they also run negative speed. Knockoff is just to knock off items. I feel like there's going to be a lot of heavy duty boots here because there's no removal, and I know how. I've watched a few of Star's videos. He does like to run boots on things, which makes sense because if you don't have removal, that just sucks. I don't know why Articuno gets removal and not Moltres and Zapdos. That's kind of dumb to me. But yeah, Moltres doesn't, so we're fine. We can set up T-Spikes. Of course, Rapid Spin is just to get rid of hazards, and that's the Tentacruel. Oathkeeper is making yet another appearance here with the Toxic Orb, obviously, in the Poison Heal kind of combo. We are physically defensive with Earthquake, Knockoff, Spikes, Stealth Rock. I wanted Spikes and Stealth Rock because, if I am able to knock off the Moltres' boots, that's going to be really helpful. If I'm able to knock off potential Venomoth's boots, that's going to be also really helpful for the Stealth Rocks going crazy. Same with Tornadus. And all I really need is Earthquake and Knockoff. I am slightly concerned about a weakness policy Kingambit, but I also don't just want to knock it off as it goes for Sword Stance on me. That wouldn't be good. Kingambit's just a problem. I'm going to be honest. It's a huge issue. I wouldn't be surprised if he doesn't bring it, but at the same time, if he does, we've got a problem on our hands. Yeah, we're just here to, hopefully pivot into certain things like Dudunsparce, Screamtail, potentially Moltres if it's not invested, maybe a Tornadus. I don't really know. But I did feel like I needed this to at least be able to damage Kingambit super effectively and be able to take a Sucker Punch or two. Setting up hazards is also really good, like I said, no removal. Next up is Ice, the Mamoswine holding the Lumberry. We are Tera Grass with the moves Trailblaze, Icicle Crash, Earthquake, and Stone Edge with the Thick Fat ability. Thick Fat will obviously help us take fire type attacks from Moltres a little bit better. We do have the Lumberry so that we don't get Will-O-Wisped. Now that actually helps for certain things like the Screamtail because it could also click Thunder Wave. Dudunsparce can click Glare very easily. Potential Yawn from Swampert even. Thunder Wave or Will-O-Wisp from Dragapult. There's a lot of status options here. It'll obviously hit the Swampert for super effective damage. It'll hit the Keldeo for super effective damage. I just feel like Tera Grass gives me that option, that ability to set up the Trailblaze. And from there, if we have certain things whittled like the Screamtail, the Dudunsparce, we can just kind of go crazy with Dual Stab and of course Stone Edge. We have 96 EVs into HP, max attack Adamant with 160 into speed. This allows us to outrun everything on his team, bar Scarfs and Dragapult. So I won't actually outspeed Dragapult after one Trailblaze, but I figure, that's fine. Either goes for Dragon Dance or it goes for like a Choice Specs hit. In any case, if I have enough health, I might be able to live something, and we can knock that out too. Mamoswine just here to be a wall breaker. Last but not least, we have the Choice Specs Espeon, Terra Fighting with Terra Blast, Psychic, Alluring Voice, and Shadow Ball. I considered Energy Ball and Power Gem, but I think Psychic does the trick for both Swampert and Moltres anyway. Really, his only Psychic switch-ins are going to be Kingambit and Screamtail, both of which I can hit pretty damn hard with either Terra Blast or Alluring Voice, as long as I'm Terra Fighting. Also, Terra Fighting will hit Dudunsparce super effectively. He might Terra Dudunsparce to avoid that Terra Blast move. If he's Terra Ghost, that makes even more sense because then you're still not weak to the Psychic. Obviously, Magic Bounce is the ability because I don't need to be synchronized, and we have just enough speed for Keldeo. I'm not too sure which Terra I will use. I think it just depends on the matchup in the battle. To be honest, if he doesn't bring Keldeo, I don't think I'll be terastallizing Mamoswine, to be honest. I just think getting the Sucker Punch resistance from Kingambit, with the Terra Fighting is going to be really important. I also just noticed that I don't need Alluring Voice because I'm hitting Dragapult with Shadow Ball anyway. So I think I'll just drop that for Baton Pass. Now I think I'll go Trick. He's got a few mons that don't want to be locked into a move. So yeah, I'll just put Trick on this real quick instead of Alluring Voice. So that's going to be the team. Hope you guys enjoyed this little team builder. I have the battle tonight after work, so that should be fun. But with all that being said, I'm going to get up on out of here, and I'll see you guys in the battle. Alright, here we are in the battle, going up against Star. So he's Terra Steel on Tornadus and Ghost on Dudunsparce. Not surprised. Something tells me he's not going to actually Terra. Well, he doesn't want to be weak to the Shadow Ball, right? Because I didn't bring Sneasler. So he did obviously bring Tornadus. No Venomoth. No Kingambit, which I'm actually really glad about. And no Screamtail, which I'm not surprised. So I don't really want to overthink this. If he leads Swampert, that's really good for us. He could lead Swampert, predicting the Gliscor lead. Let's go and see what my opponent leads with. Again, really anything is fine here because I'm going to be able to force the Swampert out. If it wants to try to lead and get hazards up. Professor Spectre. It's going to be the Dragapult. Now I can't actually OHKO this Pokemon. I mean, Foul Play has a chance to knock you out, but you have to have physical investment. I feel as though if I Volt Switch, that's also just kind of decent for me, because then you'll definitely be in range next time you come in. I'll just click Volt Switch. You are faster than me. Okay, well that's good to know. So I think you have to be Jolly then? You actually don't have to be Jolly, okay. That's great to know. Phantom Force shouldn't knock me out, and a Foul Play, since he's physical, a Foul Play definitely should knock him out. So I'll click Foul Play. Wait, what? We speed tie? Well, I don't think he's going to stay in risking that. I'm going to Volt Switch. I don't think he risks this. That's incredibly unfortunate. Why on earth is he 374 speed? Shit's crazy. I don't know how he'd risk that. That's insane to me. Shit is insane to me. I can't go Oathkeeper because he could just be, he could be Will-O-Wisp. I don't want to get burned. And of course I have the Lumberry on this, which is why I'm bringing it in. So we lose Electrode, which is really sad, because that was a really good Pokemon against this team. He definitely doesn't knock us out with any one move here. He could just easily U-turn, but if I'm Scarfed, that's not good for him. Okay, well he's gonna U-turn. So, to be honest with you, he does go with this thing. It's probably physically defensive. Yeah. Oh shit. I'm just gonna go Golden Go. That's my switch into this. We'll just have to see. Shadow Ball doesn't really hit Sneasler though, so that would be interesting. I mean, it hits it, but it doesn't do that much damage. I don't know. Maybe he is. Who knows? Who knows? So he's not adamant with the thing, and he actually doesn't have full investment. He's gonna Roost, okay. If he's Jolly, no item. I mean, I could probably take a hit, right? Phantom Force, my Golden Go, it doesn't knock me out. I think I just Nasty Plot here. I just get some sort of damage off. I outspeed this, so yeah, I mean, if he wants to like Dragon Tail or something, that's fine. If he has Shadow Ball, he's got Shadow Ball, but he's gonna Baton Pass, okay. What could he go into? He's got Baton Pass and Roost, that's interesting. Yeah, here's the Moltres, so we're at +2. Even if you're uninvested, Flamethrower does so much to me. I think I'll just go Heart's Bane here. We're already down so much, but you know, if this is gonna be a free switch into Dudunsparce every time, then it's kind of worth it to preserve the Air Balloon for now. Moltres looks so cool in game, by the way. He's gonna Flamethrower, so we'll see here, 363. So he's got no investment. I could throw up a T-Spike immediately. I could also just knock off someone's item. I could also flip turn. Maybe Dudunsparce. I mean, what is Dudunsparce? I'll just knock off. I'll knock off an item. He's gonna outspeed me. So in case he was negative speed, I didn't want to click flip turn, because that would have been worst case scenario. If I flip turn into a neg speed as he gets a U-turn off, because I'm pretty sure Dudunsparce's boots, we didn't see leftovers. I'd assume Pult is boots, judging by the damage he was doing. Still annoyed about that Electrode, because I feel like if I'd just gone Gliscor, we would have been in a much better position. Take the Phantom Force and then go from there. So this is going to be the Dudunsparce, okay. So we could just flip turn here. We probably knock off the boots, right? He's got Rattled. Is that like surprising? Yeah, okay, well that just makes sense. So does he outspeed me? Yeah, he actually does, so we can't click flip turn here. I'll go back into Bright Roar. See what he does. He's gonna double. I mean, he could have just clicked Baton Pass there. I'm not too sure. Frog Jam's gonna come out. We do have the Air Balloon, so we could actually just stay in and damage this with Shadow Ball. If I have my Air Balloon off, Earth Power uninvested still doesn't do that much to Golden Go, if I'm being honest. There's just so many things he could do. He could be Assault Vest maybe. I don't really know. I think we just click Shadow Ball and just gauge what kind of damage we can do. This is doing like under half, but it's still decent. Yeah, we do get a Spit F drop, so that's nice. He's gonna knock off 377 down to 209. Yeah, he's not invested, so I really feel like I need to switch. Earthquake will knock me out though if he goes for it. I could also recover because an Earthquake will never knock me out. I really don't want to lose Golden Go. We'll go Gliscor, and if he flip turns into Keldeo, then you know, well played. But you know, he's gonna double. So maybe, well, he's gonna switch. It's not a double. Maybe he was afraid that the Shadow Ball might knock him out. This is okay with me. Moltres, it's uninvested. so it's still doing a lot, to be honest with you. So I think I'll just get a Stealth Rock up. He's gonna hard switch, okay. Maybe Keldeo here? I don't know. No, Frog Jam, okay. So we get the rocks up. Again, he could just be boots on everything. I don't 2KO him with knockoff. I mean with Earthquake. I just don't. I really wish I had Giga Drain on this, which is kind of funny. Over T-Spikes, but I'll just knock off. Because again, there's no one move I'm particularly worried about here. He is Rocky Helmet, so we get rid of the Rocky Helmet. And he's going to go for Flip Turn, okay. Probably predicting the Tentacruel there. Swampert gonna get leave. I think Keldeo comes out. He's gonna get leftovers, yeah. This is fishy. There's a fishy spot to be in. I could just go hard Espeon, actually. Surf does a lot, but it doesn't knock me out. I'll go Dawn, because if he Calm Minds here, we're in a terrible spot. Because if we go Tentacruel and then Flip Turn, if he Calm Minds again, or if he subs, it's just really bad. So we'll go hard Dawn here. He does click Substitute, okay. So he's got Sub, which means he's probably also CM. Now he didn't bring Kingambit, so I'm free to just click Psychic here. Not sure he brings Sub and Flip Turn, but I guess we'll see. Alright, we're gonna go Psychic off, break the Sub. What does he go for? Little Surf action. You hate to see it. You hate to see it, okay. Alright. See what he goes into. Tyson's gonna be the Tornadus. Uh-oh. Is this bulky? Wow, okay. So it's still a roll in his favor to live, so that's fine. So I think we'll just go Heartsbane, just because I don't want to lose Espeon just yet. We know that the Keldeo is going to be an issue, so having the Espeon around without the voice crack would be ideal, obviously. So he goes for Bleak Wind Storm. He does miss, which is unfortunate for him. I don't really want to call the Electrode shenanigans hacks because it's a 50-50, so that's definitely you know, not ideal for my opponent there. But we'll just Flip Turn. He's going to swap, so we get momentum here actually, which is nice. Going to go into the Dudunsparce again. Going to take rocks, which is really nice. And I think I could go Golden Go to just recover. I think I'll just do that. I don't want to overthink here. It's going to hard swap. I guess he doesn't want to take immediate damage there. Now Fox comes in. Do I feel comfortable? I mean, I really don't feel comfortable staying in here. But if I go Tentacruel, what does he do? He goes Swampert, maybe? Maybe he goes Keldeo? Yeah, Keldeo could be an issue. I'm going to predict his U-turn and just click Shadow Ball. He really needs to get that Keldeo in on the Tentacruel. That does very little. So he's Split F, I think. He does go for U-turn. Yeah, he's like fully Split F then. So this is his Golden Go answer. Tyson is going to be this thing. So, what are you going to do? Knock off? I mean, my item's already gone. I mean, at this point, I don't really have a switch in. Like, I could go Tentacruel. Problem is, at this point, Tentacruel is kind of a liability because of the Keldeo. I can't really switch in on it. I think I do just go Tentacruel because I don't think you U-turn again. I just don't. Make sure Keldeo stays off the field. So I'm not expecting a U-turn here at all. I don't think he wants to take a Shadow Ball on anything. We see a Nasty Plot. Okay. We see a Nasty Plot. Should do a decent chunk, but it shouldn't knock me out. So we will click Flip Turn again. He's going to Bleak with Storm. He does connect this time. Does a shit ton. But we're going to knock him out with Flip Turn here. I kind of want to go into Bright Roar. Yeah, we'll just go Bright Roar again. We're in a tough spot here with that Keldeo. I was really just hoping it wouldn't be the set that it is, but it makes total sense that it is. He goes straight into this. I think he clicks Flamethrower here. Because if I click Nasty Plot, I Shadow Ball, I get this thing low. If I can get this thing low enough to Trailblaze, I don't know if I can. If I'm at +1, I don't have Speed Pult though. And I don't knock out Dudunsparce for sure. Or if I go Tentacruel's U-turns, we're just, yeah, we're in a terrible spot. I mean, I just know I am. So we'll click Nasty Plot here. Obviously, I'm hoping to see a U-turn, but I'm not expecting it. It goes Hurricane. Well, that's even better. Don't confuse me. Thank you. All right, now he's gonna Flamethrower. Do I even take that? Yeah, it's a roll in his favor for sure. And I don't think it knocks him out, but I think it brings him really low. I live! Oh, that's huge. I'm squinting because I don't have my glasses on. I should knock him out. I swear to Criminy Christmas if this doesn't knock him out. Lumber's intact. I was playing him like a fiddle too. The reflection on Mammoth's looks so strange. It's like you're looking right through him. But it's because the room looks completely identical around. That's probably why, right? He does have to go the Dudunsparce. Now I'm interested in how well you take an Earthquake, obviously. I could try to play for the flinch. I'm not going to do that. I have just as good a chance to flinch as I do to miss. So I'm hoping he clicks Glare here. That would be ideal. He clicks Boomburst. That's not ideal. He will definitely be faster. I wish he clicked Glare there. That would have been much better. I wish I was Assault Vest. I wish I had more speed. We all wish things, don't we? You know. Professor Spectre. Je ne sais quoi. Okay, is there any way I can win this game? Yeah, I don't think I can win here. We'll click Icicle Crash for good luck. He does just dart. Okay. Well, that's fine. I think she's having a bad dream. I'm having a worse dream, I'm going to be honest. This dream sucks. Whatever. I'll Earthquake. Because I don't think... Yeah, you're going to U-turn. And the beautiful irony in this is that Tentacruel was here for the Keldeo. And yet... it kind of loses me the game because of the Keldeo. But I guess that is the way the cookie crumbles. Do I knock him out? It's awfully close. We get a crit. I'm not sure. I don't know if that mattered. Yeah, like if we get I don't know. Obviously the game did not go the way I planned it to. I just think that's what it is. Yeah, I can't swap. So this is gonna drop. He's gonna let me take this out with my Espeon, and we're gonna lose the game to Pult. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this season. It was very well. It was up and down for me. Maybe if we were scarfed in this situation, I don't know, but whatever. I don't think I think I played very well. I do, but. It's looking like foul play is still, and I know I'm just going back and back and back to it. Foul play looks like a roll in his favor to knock me out, or to not knock him out. Obviously, I'm just tired. So, you know, he would have lived it anyway. I would have needed to get another speed tie. But again, if we just swap into Gliscor, it's a much different story. I don't blame myself though, because how are you supposed to, anyway, I've been over this. GG's to Star. Best of luck to him in the second round. Anyway, that's going to be that. Thank you guys for watching this one. GG's to Star, well played, and all that. And I guess we'll do a little recap of the season. I don't think Sneasler was worth a round 1 pick, to be honest. I don't think that surprises anyone, but I think I could have, I tried to go with a little fun thing. I always try to draft things that I don't use. Like, I don't want to use things several times. Sneasler was alright, but I never really used it. I never really got it going, I guess. Mamoswine was really fun. Espeon was fun at times. I think that Gliscor is kind of hit or miss, to be honest. If your opponent is prepping for it, very well, then it's just not going to do anything. So it's kind of got to go under the radar, I guess, in prep. Hydreigon didn't use that much. Sylveon didn't use that much. Electro was cool when it had its moments, I guess. And DD's not good. Don't draft a DD. It is almost never useful. Golden Go is great. Always draft Golden Go. That's a great Pokemon. I guess I wasn't using it correctly until the end there. That's my recap. We lost, and I'm going to be moving on. I do have some things lined up, so I'm actually having a draft, I think, when this is uploaded. So keep in mind, I might have a draft analysis go up next week. I also have something else I'm starting, which the draft analysis should go up very soon after, or if not, it already has been. Big shout outs to John Jr. for inviting me to the first season of the Wi-Fi division for the JJDL. I did have a blast, I'm going to be honest. Obviously, I'm a little salty that we lost. Overall, I think it was a successful, it was a fun season. It was a fun season at times. It's a very well-run league, so if you're looking for a league to get into, definitely look into the JJDL because they do it the right way. So with all that being said, I'm going to get up on out of here. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.